I just forget to breathe. I don't know why this always happens. I'm filming and then I realize I haven't breathed. There is thunder and lightning outside. It's mild enough to not be an issue, but it also is a bit scary. I'm kind of stuck inside, so I'm gonna do some painting today. And I'm super excited. So if you wanna come along with me, then let's begin. I have been having a lot of fun playing with not only using acrylics, but also throwing in some oil pastels as well. So I'm going to be using some of these today. So I'll insert some clips of the other night when I started working on this one, and then we can go back to now and keep working on it. I've just been playing around adding some shapes in. I'm really enjoying putting in the smaller details, like going in with some white pastel as well. It's funny, I got in my head last year to do a project with yellow paint, so I decided that one tube was not enough. I had to have not only two, not only three, not only four, but 5 tubes of paint. I mean, I love yellow, thankfully, so I'm going to be able to get through it, but it's still... it's a lot of yellow. Ooh, look at that beautiful color. I'm not wearing clothes I can get paint on. This is a terrible idea. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, do you see that beautiful color? What happened here? Oh no. This is artist shame. Oh no. I think I'm gonna go with this one. You know what? I think we need something that I've never ever done before, which is tiny dots. Also, I don't know if I like this area. Boom. It's not quite. Okay. Hi. Welcome to the end of the video. It's not quite the end yet, but I wanted to just do a little wrap up and talk about my process and some more thoughts I had. I know there've been quite a few clips of me working on the piece, but I just wanted to do a summary at the end and just talk about it. This piece was an interesting piece for me because I started with an old painting that I turned into something else. And there's 2 other paintings as well that I do want to come back to, but this painting is from a while ago and I really started already with a base. So it was a very different way. Instead of starting with a blank canvas, I started with something already there, which, because I have been feeling a little less confident, it actually really helped to not start with a blank canvas and to have something already there. I had this beautiful, just nice wash of colors that acted as a great background, and I felt like I was really able to build upon that and really create and maintain the different layering effect. Coming back to it after a long time really helped, because I've grown a lot more as a person and as an artist, and having some space from it also meant that when I was able to look at it again, my eyes are really fresh and I could really see where I could jump in, and it made it easier to jump in too. I feel like this is a painting where I really enjoyed layering and having bigger and smaller elements so you really get that sense of depth. I also really enjoyed with this one using my neon orange and playing with different sizes of lines too. I can often get stuck within using one kind of line for it, but for this I really tried to play with having thicker lines and thinner lines, and then the oil pastel really helped me in that way as well, because that could give me a much thinner, subtler line, and then the acrylic I was often able to make the big, thick lines that I love so much. So the name. Let's talk about the name. Naming paintings is so hard. Oh my goodness, I struggle with it so much. Like, I come up with names that I think sound cool, and then I'll tell people and they'll be like, that doesn't, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, you name it then. But I can't have other people name it, because then it doesn't feel like mine. Like, I feel it needs to have my words on it. And so that's where I really struggle, and I'm struggling to find a name for this one. So I don't really know how I would name paintings easier. Sometimes I find that I just have to have made the painting and then just sit with it for months sometimes until a name comes to me. But I mean, I struggle with this in general. I keep using the word struggle all the time. But I'm one big struggle bus. Like, I just don't know. I'm thinking. How do artists do it? No one prepared me for this as an artist, is naming my work. This is incredibly hard. If there's any thoughts or any ideas that come to you when you see this, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you can follow me on my Instagram at CakeConfetti. This always happens. I always give the wrong Instagram name. You can follow me on my Instagram at Confetti Girl Art. I'll have that linked up above. Feel free to subscribe if you want to join the community and support me in making more videos. If you want the first glimpse on this before I bring it out on all my other socials, then definitely head over to my Patreon, because that's where I do all my first previews of all my artwork. So definitely check that out. My website is still in the making, but I promise I'm going to have something up soon, because I really want to get my prints out in the world. I hope you have an amazing day, as always, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Bye.